No, it wasn't the Arabs, and it certainly wasn't the Muslims. The root of anti-Semitism does not lie in the Arab world. They do not lie in Islam. They lie in Christian Europe, whether you like it or not, with popes, kings, and governments who turned their hatred into policy. England, 1290, King Edward I issued the Edict of Expulsion. All Jews must leave the country by November 1st. Their property, debts, and synagogues all seized by the crown. For nearly 4 centuries, until 1656, Jewish presence remained officially banned. Spain, 1492, Ferdinand and Isabel gave Jews a choice: convert, flee, or die. Germany, 1096, Crusaders massacred entire Jewish communities on their way to Jerusalem. The Vatican, 1215, forces Jews to wear badges. Sounds familiar? Forbids them from owning land. France, Austria, Poland, centuries of pogroms. And yes, Hitler built on that legacy with gas chambers and genocide. Not the Arabs, not the Muslims. While Europe persecuted, expelled, and burned its Jews, the Muslim world opened its doors. In the Ottoman Empire, Jews expelled from Spain were welcomed and resettled. Maimonides, the greatest rabbi in Jewish history, he wrote in Arabic, studied in Islamic madrasas, and served as the personal physician to Salah ad-Din. Jewish scholars translated Greek philosophy in Baghdad, held high positions in Granada, and thrived in Islamic Cairo. Even during the Holocaust, Muslims in Morocco, Tunisia, and Nazi-occupied France hid Jews, forged documents, and risked their lives to save them. Yes, it's true. In Islamic societies, Jews and Christians lived under certain rules. They had to pay tax, like Muslims. They couldn't promote their religion. They had their place of worship, and it couldn't be taller than a mosque. Yes, it's true, but they were never deported, never exterminated, never dehumanized as vermin. Context is everything. In Europe, survival meant conversion or exile. In the Muslim world, it meant coexistence. Where the West built ghettos and crematoria, Muslims built libraries, hospitals, and shared courts. And today, a tragic reversal. A state built on the shame and guilt of European Holocaust, and partly built by descendants of Jews who found safety in Muslim lands, now expels Palestinians, build walls around them, and bombs refugee camps against the very people who once gave their ancestors protection, freedom, and dignity. And the Muslims, we are accused of anti-Semitism by the same societies that institutionalized it for centuries. The same nations that turned away Jewish refugees in 1939 now raise their fingers to lecture us in morality. I don't say this to demand a debt. I say this because truth matters, because memory matters. Muslims did not write the laws of hate. We did not lead the Inquisitions. We did not build the gas chambers. We opened our homes, not just for them, but out of faith. Because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us, whoever harms a non-Muslim under our protection, I will be his accuser on the day of judgment. Because the Quran commands, let not the hatred of a people lead you to be unjust. Be just. This is closer to God. Taqwa, consciousness. Because whoever shows mercy to the oppressed, whoever they are. This is not a political position in Islam. It is divine obligation. And yes, we would do it again, because we know who will hold us to account on the day of judgment.